Okay, so Colin, if you could tell us how the last week's been. Has it been very frenetic?
Well, you could certainly say that. I think since it was a week last Thursday, we actually launched our share prospectus, and since then we've had some significant publicity in our local newspaper. We had this supplement here, which actually went out to 30,000 newspapers in Portsmouth, and then we gave out 10,000 of these at our recent home game against Doncaster. And we've had a really good response from fans in terms of this particular bid and how it's going so far. And then since then, after we published this supplement, the next stage we've had is we've literally just this week published our share prospectus. And again, we've mailed this out to 2,000 of our fans who've already pledged £100, and we've been very encouraged by the response so far by fans. We're actually kind of seeing that fans are really buying into what we're trying to do, and we're quite confident that certainly by the time we've got our court case coming up on the 13th and 14th of December, which is what we hope will give us the green light to go ahead and do this deal once and for all, we'll have had a substantial amount of our pledge money come in, which will mean that we'll be able to take control of the club very soon after and become the biggest community club in Britain. Excellent.
And how is preparation for the court case going? I mean, I appreciate that this is probably a lot more complicated. It's a lot more complicated than you need to go into detail-wise, but what's the sort of general feeling and preparedness for the case, which I believe is on the 13th and the 14th of December?
Exactly. Well, I think the key thing with the court case is this is the administrator going to the High Court, in effect, to get permission from the High Court to do the deal that he's done with the trust. So I think the key thing about the court case is that we need to be able to demonstrate to the High Court judge, or certainly Trevor Birch, who's the administrator from PKF, needs to demonstrate to the High Court judge that the deal he's done with us, it's in the best interests of the creditors, and it's the best deal that he can do in the circumstances. So the legal advice we've been given certainly suggests that we feel that we've got a good case, that we've got to stand a good chance of winning. But you never prejudge a High Court judge, and what we need to do is need to be sure that we go in and we do the best possible preparation we can. We make our case in the best possible way, and hopefully by the 14th of December we'll have got the green light to go ahead and take the club over.
Okay, just one last thing is how's the general reception been amongst other fans? Have you found that people have been very supportive from other supporters' trusts, from other supporters groups around the country, other clubs? What's the reception been like for what you're doing at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, we've been absolutely amazed by the goodwill that we've had throughout the country, really, because I think, certainly we were at Coventry last Saturday, and we actually went down to the Coventry Supporters Trust, and a couple of our members were there actually giving a talk to Coventry City supporters who are having their own particular kind of issues with their ownership down there. But also we've had goodwill from a number of clubs, from clubs who've perhaps known similar troubles to ourselves. Certainly Darlington and Rangers have been very supportive of us. But I think in general terms, we've found that Supporters Trust, they're very, very keen to engage in terms of what we're doing. And I think a lot of Supporters Trusts are actually watching at the Portsmouth situation, because we're a club of a size which, if we can take over our club, then it will give hope to a lot of supporters around the country that they can take control of their clubs. And I think one particular supporters trust, or supporters group that have been particularly helpful, have been down in Plymouth, and they've been very supportive right from the start of the season. And we had a fantastic fans day down there when we played them in the first round of the League Cup, and Plymouth have had their problems over the past few years, and the support that they gave us was very much appreciated by us down in Portsmouth, and we look forward to playing them in the not too distant future, and hopefully in League One rather than in League Two.
Excellent, thanks very much, Colin. Cheers for the update.
Yeah, you're welcome.